And what's up, replay viewers? Let's see who tunes on in. JJP IV, first one in the room, and Travis Weeks, welcome. Good to see Julie BOG, welcome, and ABX Girl, welcome. Good to see you, Azan Pradan, welcome, and CB Earth Day out there in the Netherlands, welcome. Good to see you, Phyllis 2284, and Brian Bell, welcome. Good to see you, Din Din, down there in Trinidad, and Michelle King, welcome. Good to see you, Hala, out there in Queens, welcome, and Colleen, welcome. Good to see you, Robert T. and Chick Summer, welcome. Good to see you, J.E. and Adriana, welcome. Memzatobe, welcome. And Dwayne up there in Alberta, Canada, welcome. Good to see you, Mr. Metalhead up there in the Hudson Valley. And Niels checking on in from Flatbush, welcome. Good to see you, Nicolas, welcome. And good to see you, Lisa UK Girl and Cake 813. Welcome, everybody. Who else do we see in the Magic Mirror? Good to see you, Dave, out there in the great state of Georgia. Good to see you there. Good to see you, Jack in Southern Brooklyn. Welcome. And Mark Friedman in Texarkana. Welcome. And Nick Nagler. Welcome. And Strawberry Fields. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Welcome to Greenpoint, Brooklyn. We're in Father Magortsky Park. I can't even pronounce it, but I got to show you this park. I've never been to this park, and it looks just so cool. Good to see you, Deb, over there. Oh, you Manhattan, Deb. Good to see you, Deb, out there in Manhattan. Good to see you there. You like the pillars? Me too, Dwayne. And Jack Spencer with a $5 super chat. Jack Spencer, you just paid for half of my Blue Bloods haul from the set over there. Jack Spencer, thank you so much for sponsoring today's live stream with a big $5 super chat. You got my Metro card up here. Thank you so much. You like the t-shirt? Thumbs up for the teacher. But Jack Spencer, thank you so much for being a channel member. And thank you so much for sponsoring today's live stream with a big $5 super chat. Man, that camera shoots chart. It's an iPhone 12 Pro. Hey, you know. Good to see you, Miss Nisi. Welcome. Good to see you, Buy the Book. And you was on Brooklyn. Were you on News 12 this morning? Oh my God, I gotta check that out. I'm a New York 1 kind of guy, but you're on News 12. I gotta check that out. Good to see you there, Carlos. Welcome, and John the Beagle Dad. Welcome, and Miss Nisi with a $2 super chat. Miss Nisi, thank you so much for the very generous $2 super chat. Thank you so much during today's $2 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $2 super chat. Miss Nisi, let me entertain you. But first, would you guys like a story time? We got an amazing story time for you. The camera does love me. Yes, I took a shower this morning. All right, so here's story time, everyone. For people who just want the walking, just tune out. Tune in about 20 minutes later, and we'll be done with story time. But for you guys who enjoy my content, it's story time, people. And so we're just 2 blocks away from the old Blue Bloods set. Right now they're filming FBI. They're currently filming an episode of FBI over there. And we're going to see that in a little bit. We're going to walk over there before we go into Queens. Good to see you, Swanky Dog. Welcome. Now, what they're doing today is the second day of the production crew selling off all the props and all, as they call, set dressings. And I'm going to be honest, a lot of the cool stuff that I saw on Facebook last night was not there. But I did catch some really cool, interesting, random things. And 3 items in particular that I probably by themselves will cost a lot more than what I actually paid for them. If you needed furniture or anything like that, oh my God, that was the sale for you. They had whole computer tables barely used for like $15. And but I got something really special that I was not expecting to get, and I could actually go on eBay, turn it around, and make money off it, which is just, it blows my mind. But good to see you, RJ, out there in Colorado. Welcome. So I got 3 items. All 3 items cost $10. So let's just get that out of the way. Everything I'm going to show you right now, these 3 really cool items, only cost me $10. So the main thing I was looking for was a map of the city, and they did have some vintage maps of the city. Oh yes, everything you're going to see here is screen used. Yes, everything you're about to see is screen used, which is, again, it blows my mind. Good to see you, Strawberry Fields. Welcome. Good to see you, Jason Francis. Welcome. Good to see Miss Cecilia Thomas. Welcome. So the first thing, they had a lot of small items, and the first thing that caught my eye was this freaking thing right here. It's a little Apple. It's a little Apple kind of holder thingy here. Look how cool this is. And I got an inside there, right? Look at this thing. This thing is so cool. Normally, at maybe a thrift shop, you would buy this for like maybe like, you know, maybe $5. It's cute, right? It's something from the show. It was on. Who knows? Was this in Steve Sharippa's office? Was this in? Oh, and by the way, I tried to live stream in there. Before I continue on with the story, I did ask to live stream inside of there, and they did not want me to live stream in there. I could take pictures, but I cannot take any video and walk around because I think they had a very good reason. Half of the district attorney's office and the adjoining area was still up. So you were walking through pieces of actual set that were still together. So half of the stage was, who knows, Aaron Reagan or maybe Steve Sharippa's set or part of their office. And then the hallways that took you to their offices. So half of the stage, and it's a massive stage, half of the stage was set up as still, like the set was still up, and then everything else was just rows and rows of just stuff. And this was one of them. This was the first thing that caught my eye. I thought it was really cool. Who knows where this came from, but this is, again, everything you're gonna see here is screen used. But we got this here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, we got a little Apple container there, right? And I did take a couple of pictures there, but not too many. Not too many because I was looking for stuff. And then I saw this. I love the city of New York, if you don't know. I got a city of New York flag, and it's pretty big, and they clearly have barely used this thing. This thing is like really clean. It's pretty much brand new. And I don't know what I'm going to use this for. Maybe to cover up my my closet, but a New York City flag. Normally, this thing by itself could easily go for like maybe $100, and it's brand new. It's like literally perfectly clean and everything. I was kind of shocked. There were some other flags that were fabric, like proper fabric flags, that were way bigger, and I can't. This is as big as I could take. But this is pretty cool. Who knows whose office this was in? Exactly. Who knows whose office this was in? But yeah, I got a New York City flag. So that's going to go into my, probably onto the closet or something like that. But now, this is where it gets a little crazy. I still can't believe I got this piece because I just did some research on this piece, and I could literally sell this on eBay for $30 to $40. But again, I got all this stuff, these 3 items, for just $10. An actual artifact from the 1964-65 World's Fair. Evidently, this is Japanese. This is a brown Japanese unisphere. It's made of like porcelain or something like that. So I got to wrap it up in the flag when I put it back in my bag. But this is an actual. Look at this. I was not expecting this. An actual World's Fair unisphere, and I'm pretty sure this is from 1964 because it has a little bit of patina to it. And I looked this up on eBay, did an image search, and the Duchess is like, it's up there. I could go on eBay and sell this for $30 to $40, and I'm not going to sell it because who knows whose office this was in? Who knows where was this shown on some kind of shelf somewhere in somebody's office? But oh, artifact, and look, it's legit. Look at the bottom here. Got like that felt bottom. Unbelievable. I can't get over that I got this. So I'm gonna wrap this up because we're gonna go for a walk now. And I'm gonna use the flag to wrap it up. I was looking for an ashtray, and all the screen used ashtrays were sold. I did also want any kind of like photo or certificate of the Reagan family. I found a couple of certificates that were supposedly signed by Police Commissioner Reagan, and you know, they were really random, and they didn't really catch my eye. But I was looking for like just some stuff to kind of remind us about the show, and I couldn't really find anything. I think all the good stuff was taken yesterday. So people got like the Reagan family's holiday stockings, and some people did get the whiskey glass or the whiskey set, because you could buy the whole set, was sold. So I'm sad the show is over too, Hala, but it was really cool walking around the actual set and seeing, what it looked like, and everybody was really nice in there. You could literally go in there, get a box, and whatever you put in the box, you get the whole box for $25. A lot of candle holders, a lot of lamps. There was literally massive tables massive, beautiful wooden tables that you could get for like $50, $100. Good to see you, Jeremy. And just incredible. Now, they didn't have any police vehicles there, but the sale was so big and so much random stuff that, by the way, the sale just closed now, 3 o'clock. They got to shut down the whole place. But there were people in there who were literally calling their friends, and one woman was getting literally a whole furniture set for like $150, and she was calling her friend who had a U-Haul truck. And, as long as you could take it out of there and pay for it in cash, it was yours. And so there was some really cool stuff in there, like whole big china cabinets and stuff. It was insane. Good to see you, Austin City Lemons. Welcome. It was just crazy. The amount of random stuff was in there. And what was really funny was that as I was kind of walking through, and there was a whole storyboard. I almost bought a storyboard. There was a whole episode storyboard, all like it was like pictures drawn of certain scenes. And I wanted it so bad, but it was just too big. It was massive, but a massive storyboard framed. Pretty cool. So whatever they don't sell, so I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to the stuff they don't sell. Good to see you, Beach Bum. Good to see you, Sally. Welcome. What was happening was that when I was walking through the aisles there, somebody from one of the other productions, because they filmed a couple of different TV shows there, Law and Order, they're filming FBI right now, and also Equalizer are all filmed over there. And so somebody from one of the other productions came over, and they said, "Oh, how much small stuff you have left?" And the lady's like, "Oh, we got a lot of stuff left." And so he literally was going around putting little tags on stuff, saying, "I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that." And he was just going through the whole thing, purchasing stuff for other productions, which I found really interesting and really cool. So, but good to see you, Michael W. from Wisconsin. Welcome. But yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. If you were here in Greenpoint the last 2 days, there was some real finds in there. And if I had the space, and I definitely had the money because everything was so cheap. But if I was in the market for a big table set, or they had so many chairs, they had computer chairs, they had monitors. They had computer monitors in there for $10 and $5. So it's like, what the fuck? Good to see you there, Torkel. Welcome. Let's see, figure it out. Yeah, it's going to get reused in another show, exactly. But where are all those things? So again, we over here at stage number 23 of the Broadway stages here on Monitor Street here in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. But your favorite shows? Yeah, Jason. Good to see you. Okay, good to see everybody, people. But yeah, I can't believe I got that World's Fair piece right there. That just blows my mind, that little World's Fair piece. I could literally go online and sell that, but I'm not. I'm not going to resell it because it's just too cool. And now I get to say that I have a couple of pieces of screen-used stuff from the TV show Blue Bloods. It's kind of sad it's going off the air. I'm going to miss it because I just like the fact that they filmed here in New York, so it was fun seeing them constantly filming everywhere. So I'm going to miss it, but at least I got 2 screen-used items, which is really neat. You had a great time there, RK8? Awesome. Oh, did you go to the sale, RK8? Nice little pieces for my collection. I mean, I saw that little Apple thing, and I don't know, who knows what set they used that on, but it's so random, but it looks cool, and it's something just to have by the TV, Julie. It's But no certificate, no certificates authenticity. All I have is a signed receipt. So I have a receipt that lets us know where they're from. But there's so much stuff there that you can't put a seal of authenticity to all this stuff. There were carpets. They were selling massive carpets for $40. Like, you want a big fucking rug for $40, like a really nice rug for $40, and then they have even larger rugs, larger area rugs for like $100. And these were, they were huge. All you had to do was get it out of there. All you had to do was get it out of there. The clothing went yesterday, from what I read and from what I heard people talking about. Yeah, a lot of the costumes were either taken by the cast or crew, but then a lot of pieces did make their way to the sale yesterday, and most of them, if not all of them, sold yesterday. So just incredible stuff over there. No way, part of history, definitely. Yeah, definitely keep it. Absolutely, I'm definitely gonna keep it. Let's see here. You like, you did was like a dreamland. Was it like a dreamland, right? It was crazy. Rugs are freaking expensive. An itemized receipt would be work. Yes, it is work. Yes, but the sale was incredible. I kind of wish they had it for longer because they probably would have got rid of stuff. Now, again, it's kind of a pain in the ass to get up here. It's literally the next to last street before you go into Queens. But it's just really freaking cool. It's just really cool. I wish I could have showed you guys inside. I did ask, that was the first thing I did when I went there. It's like, can I do a video? Can I live stream in here? And the lady's like, it'll be nice, but no. Because I think they want to keep, they want to keep quiet the dimensions on how they do use the set, which is perfectly understandable. But this is why it's great to have friends working in New York City studios. Yeah, ABX girl. Yeah, but it was an amazing sale. Good to see you there, NYC girl. So I figured today, I don't know how long we're going to be on today, but we're going to go from Greenpoint, Brooklyn. We're going to walk up and over the JJ Byrne Bridge, whatever the hell it's called, into Sunnyside, Queens. And then we'll make our way from Sunnyside, Queens into Long Island City, and that's where I'll pick up the train to go home. So changing it up. Good to see you, JC Droid. Welcome. But I'm just really ecstatic that I have what I have. I was hoping for a big map of the city because those things are really expensive, but all the maps were gone. There were a couple of historical maps that were printed out and put on poster board, but they were kind of rough around the edges. And again, that's really big to carry and take home. So I was trying to think about stuff that I could easily take home right now and not mess it up on the way home. And because if I would have gotten anything really big, this live stream right now wouldn't be happening. I'll be going straight home. So, but good to see you, Robojax. Good to see you, Arjan. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Happy Wednesday. I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. Just had a slice of pizza over at Norma's Pizzeria, literally one of the best pizzerias in all of Brooklyn. If you never went to Norma's Pizzeria, if you're ever up here in Greenpoint, you gotta go check them out. It's crazy. My slice of pizza and soda was almost as much as everything that I bought today, so it's pretty insane. Yeah, I have obviously Hala. It's not heavy, so I could handle 12,000 steps right now. But if I had anything really big in my bag, there'll be no way I could do the live stream. I would just have to go straight home from here. So, but I like my pieces. I just can't get over the fact that it was just, all of that was just $10. So I took money out of the bank for no reason today, but that's fine. I guess I'll buy my I'll buy my dinner cash today. Let's enjoy New York City on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. It's beautiful out here. I gotta show you this park here. This park is so cool. This whole place, every time I come to Greenpoint, I'm kind of reminded, it's kind of like, I could see why they built the movie studios and TV studios here. It's because this whole area of Brooklyn is like a movie set. You could literally use any part of this neighborhood and you can make it look like any part of New York City or any other city at that matter. So, but we're in Father Migortsky Park. So those pieces would look great in my apartment in Zaha Hadid. No, I don't want the penthouse in Zaha Hadid's building. I want the 8th floor apartment. Random question from Arjan, do I like Hawaiian pizza? No. Is it Goldilocks weather? About 5 degrees cooler, Din Din. About 5 degrees cooler. And we'll have Goldilocks weather. All right, people. Let's go walking around here. Let me show you this park here. This park is really cool. Father Magortsky Park. And we are in this crazy building here with the columns here. Look at this. So I have no idea what the original purpose of. Look at the ceiling. I just noticed that. Look at the wooden ceiling and the light bulbs. So I think this was a bathroom, but the modern bathroom is over there. But you got some interesting little. I mean, this is just an interesting little park here. Interesting little park. Look at this little statue here. Let's see what the statue is like. An angel statue or something like that. It's like a pavilion. Yeah, wait until I turn around and get in the background of the statue here. Look at this statue here. It's so cool. Look, you got a big pavilion back there. Okay, so let's see here. To the living and dead heroes of Greenpoint who fought in the World War because they loved America, reverted its ideals under God, and supported its institutions, and gave their all, that our government shall not perish from the earth. This is a World War I monument. It just simply says World War. So this is a World War I monument right here. He was in that park for the idiot shopping car race one year. Really? Oh, that was like the Iditarod. Yeah, the Iditarod was up here one year. A beautiful day, JC. Unbelievable. This is a really just, I can't get over this park here. It's so nice. Good to see you, Maria. This pavilion here really just blows my mind too. I thought this gimbal was balanced. It's not balanced. Uh-oh. Did the gimbal finally have it? There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Gimbal wasn't truly balanced. Still not truly balanced. Anyway, there's a really cool sculpture over here. Let's show you the sculpture over here. Let's show you the sculpture. And I feel like this gimbal is still not, this gimbal's not balanced. Let me try to balance this gimbal. I can tell it's a little off. Actually, as we get moving here, it's getting better. Okay, let's try this here really quick. Hold on one second, people. There we go. There we go. Hello, investigator. Welcome. Look at this sculpture over here. Wow. What is this? What is this? Thank you so much. Monsignor Magortsky Park. Thank you so much, Neil. This is just I mean, it's just so beautiful. This is like a really good looking neighborhood. Like I could live out here. I could live out here. All right, wow, look at this. All right, erected by the people of the state of New York to commemorate the Battle of the Monitor and Merrimack, March 9th, 1862, and in memory of the men of the Monitor and its designer, John Erickson. Wow. Oh, the pavilion served to connect 2 buildings with comfort station, one for men, one for women. Ah, okay. I mean, urban adventure, it's so nice. Here, let's start making our way into Queens, and let's show you this. I think it's such a nice park. I can't get over it. I've never, I've been to this neighborhood a bunch of times before, passed by this park a bunch of times, on foot and on bike, and never actually been in here. I only came in here because there was a bathroom. So, just unbelievable. And look, I love how nice all the row houses are here. They're just so cute. Such a great neighborhood. Very, very clean. Just a nice, stable neighborhood. This is so nice. A great spot to have lunch and, yeah. Just so nice in here. Now there's a building here in the corner, something you really don't see anymore when it comes to architecture and apartment building kind of structures, especially the ones that were built in the 19-teens, maybe early 1920s. It looks like a lot of this neighborhood was developed in the 19-teens. Good to see you there, Robinson. U.S. Open qualifying in Flushing Meltdown started this week. Awesome. I'm not going to go anywhere related to the U.S. Open this year. Let's see here. Just Bobby, thinking about Cuts and Slices Pizza. Oh, awesome. I went to Norma's. And we're going to walk right past it in a moment here. So here is Monitor Street. And about 3 blocks in that direction was stage 23 at the Broadway stages. And that's where they're having that sale. But look at this. There's a couple of things I want to show you here. So this is Nassau Avenue right here. But now look. First of all, look how cute this street is. This street's just so nice. But look at this. I want to say this apartment building was built maybe 1910, 1915, but in most of these type of structures, they get rid of the eave on top because that's just really a pain in the ass to maintain and whatnot. But look at that, it's still there. You don't see many of these left anymore. And look at the brickwork, it's just so nice. You don't see that eave though anymore. In most of these buildings that are still around today, they got rid of those a long time ago. Because again, they're just a pain in the ass to maintain. But it is just so nice that it's still here. And you get the old street lamp right there in the corner too. I just noticed that. Probably for film. I wouldn't be surprised if they put that there for filming purposes. Right? It's like a small town, Strawberry. I mean, it is really just a great neighborhood. I mean, I can honestly say this is right up there with like Bay Ridge or something like that. It's just so nice. Do I learn something every day? Absolutely. I do know New York by like the back of my hand, but you know, when I explore neighborhoods like this and wander around and see stuff that I don't see very often, it always tickles my fancy, and I do want to learn more about it. You know, everyday learning to learn something new every day is definitely a blessing. Now look at this old school. This is some serious, well, once the bus passes, this is some serious old school signage right here. You don't see signs like this every day. Look at this, Buc-ee's Self-Service Market. Look at that sign. That sign's definitely from like the 50s or the 40s. Look at this. And look at how nice, like the buildings here are in such, I mean, they're in really good condition. This neighborhood historically was like a Polish neighborhood. Now it's like the kind of hipster families live here. And it's a nice neighborhood. Everyone seems to get along. But look at this sign, everyone. Look at that sign. Look at the font on it. Look at the font on it, and you can tell that sign's from like the 40s or the 50s. And I guess it's still a store. But look at that. You don't see stuff like this anymore. Freaking porcelain sign. And then I had lunch just here at Nona's Pizzeria. Oh my God, one of the best slices around. It's really, really good. Really, really good. I've been there before years ago when I used to cycle around here all the time. And somebody told me about Nona's years ago. So it's probably my first slice of Nona's in maybe 10 years, but still the same. Good to see you, Rolo. Welcome. Right, something out of Greece, right? Just crazy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take Kingsland here, and we're gonna walk along Kingsland. And let's make our way into Queens. Let's make our way into Queens today. But yeah, this pizzeria here, really good. Really good pizza, really good slice. Like I would say, I would definitely say it's like above average slice, but average slice prices. So now, look around here. So, as you see, we're in a residential neighborhood. It's gonna vastly change when we cross the next street. Good to see you, Figments, welcome. Good to see you, Dave, out there in Dartmouth. If I missed you, welcome to the show. Can we get to 200 likes? That'll be fantastic. Let's get to 200 likes. Let's help the YouTube algorithm help us find more people to enjoy the content. Now, unfortunately, this neighborhood did suffer a bit of a tragedy. We're not that far from the Newtown Creek, and this is where General Motors for a time, well, not General Motors, one of the oil companies, I think it was Sunoco, they were leaching diesel fuel into the ground. So unfortunately, a few of these buildings around here, the underground has been contaminated with oil, and that no doubt affected some of these people. But it looks, for now, it looks just like a regular, nice neighborhood. Good to see you, Mary Lily. Welcome. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, Mary. Hope everyone's doing well. So now, we're getting up to Norman here. I think it's at Norman Avenue, right? It's Norman Avenue. Great view of the Long Island City skyline off in the distance. But once you cross over this street, you are in industrial New York. You're in the North Brooklyn industrial zone. Yeah, ExxonMobil Superfund cleanup. Thank you so much there, ABX girl. ExxonMobil. They were leaching fuel into the ground around here for like 50 years. One of the largest Superfund sites, one of the oldest Superfund sites in the country, is literally like right in this whole area here. Look, that's furniture, fabricating furniture. There you go, Buc-ee's. Wow, the Buc-ee's has been at this location since 1927. Jeez Louise, that's insane. That's insane. Wow. That is insane. So now all of a sudden, we're in an industrial area. Just like that. We have just walked over a block. Manhattan Avenue, where all the other shops are down there. If I go straight down Norman, that's where Manhattan Avenue is, and that's where all the shops are. But if you turn down any one of these 2-3 streets over here to the right, you're in the Broadway Stages area, and there's scenes and prop creation, and there was a lady working over here who was making a prop. Let's see if she's still making the prop. But in my last moments inside the Blue Bloods sale, there was somebody from another production going in there and just buying up everything. It was like, hey, I want that, I want that, I want all of those, I want all of those. So no doubt a lot of these little set decorations have been used in multiple productions. Let's see, who's filming here? Oh, we have PF Season 2. I don't know what PF Season 2 is, but please feel free to look that up. PF Season 2. But now this is all Broadway Stages. So these buildings here are all basically set decoration and prop fabricators right here. See, look, Poker Face Scenic Shop. At the Scenic Shop. And then right next door, you got costumes. See? And let's see, there was somebody making something right here. There's a lady making something. Oh yeah, look, they're still making it. Woo, hey. See? Making those props. Making those scenic props there. And we'll let them be. We're not going to peer in. They're working in there. Oh, okay, PF is Poker Face. Thank you so much there, Urban Adventure. Poker Face Season 2. Didn't even know there was a TV show called Poker Face. These are the proper newly built studios right here. But to think one block over, we're in like a residential, neighborhood. And now, point of interest. Oh, there we go, point of interest. That could be it too. Guess gotta have to watch Season 1. Let's see if we get a gander in there. Oh yeah, look at that. They're building set. They're building set in there. They're building set. They're building a
a whole room in there. See, it just blows my mind that all this is like right here in Brooklyn. It's pretty cool. And then when you walk around here too, you realize how many people are employed from production here in New York City. A lot of people. See, look at this. So we have Poker Face season 2. We have Law and Order, Organized Crime season 5. See? So you get an idea of like how much stuff is like produced right here in New York City. I'm surprised not more stuff is produced in New York, especially considering we have these kind of facilities here in North Brooklyn and here in Greenpoint. It is a huge industry, yeah. When you really start thinking about it, a lot of people are employed by this. Good to see you there, Sal Muscles. Good to see you, Jerry. Welcome. Welcome to Greenpoint. And I was in this building right here. This is stage 23. This is where the Blue Blood sale was, right here. And again, I wish I could have live streamed it for you guys, because there was some really cool, interesting stuff to look at. But yeah, the lady was really nice about it though. She apologized. She's like, I'm really sorry, I would like to, but no video, she said, no video. And I can understand why, because I'm walking through this stuff and I'm noticing that I'm in probably Erin Reagan's whatchamacallit, in her office. We were in the offices of the district attorneys. Moon Toads, welcome. Urban Adventure, from what I hear, they have these sales very often, especially when the show concludes. So whenever a show concludes, they sell off all this stuff. That's why the sales are cash only. Good to see you, Ramona. Ramona, you're on the train to New York. Awesome, Ramona. Have fun, safe travels. Let me entertain you while you're on the train. Hopefully you got a good signal. And I learned something new today, that the hipsters have internet access inside the East River Tunnel. I was on the L train, and I was taking the L train back into Brooklyn, because the G train in Brooklyn is closed, like it's a section closed off, so I couldn't take the F to the G today. So I had to go into Manhattan and back into Brooklyn. And I had internet and cell service in the tunnel underneath the East River. It was kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy, but my day's going good. It's a lonely place in the middle of New York. Yes, it is. It is a lonely place. Around here, absolutely. Industrial New York. And this is the North Brooklyn Industrial something or other. I think it's North Brooklyn Industrial Zone. IBZ. Look, some more production trucks. This is where they park all the production trucks over there. Yeah, I can't get that access on the 2 or 5. Absolutely. You've never seen it, yeah. Yeah, the backbone, right? The backbone of New York City, yeah. Well, now we're going to go from Brooklyn into Queens. And we're going to actually go through a neighborhood called, and I love the name of this neighborhood, Blissville. Even though Blissville doesn't sound like it's bliss, because look at all this industrial stuff around here. It's dirty, it's grimy, it's loud. Well, maybe not here, because these are all TV and movie studios. Again, it kind of blows my mind that we have such a massive production facility right here in Greenpoint, where a lot of your favorite shows that take place here in New York are filmed and figured out from. The Broadway stages. That's where we're at right now. We're going to go into Queens now. So this is like the J.J. Byrne Bridge or something like that. And the smell over here is awful. It's amazing how just one block, it smells awful. Like you're in an industrial zone. Once you come over to this side of the street here, there's definitely an industrial zone. All right, waiting for this light. Was this light broken? Oh, no. We got it. There's a London vlogger who calls these types of areas you know, this is kind of like an edgeland. Yeah. What does it smell like? It smells like ammonia. Like ammonia. It's not very pleasant at all. It's very awful, very acrid. Good to see you, ICU. Welcome. We're going into Queens. We're going into Queens, kids. We are going into Queens. I remember I was 13 years old the first time I ever rode a bike over this bridge. And I was so excited because I was going into Queens. I always saw this bridge on the maps, and I was like, what is it like over there? Oh, look, over there is a big fuel oil, diesel fuel tank. Yeah, the outskirts of town, literally. Good to see you, sunshine after rain. Welcome. About to walk over the Newtown Creek. Look at these clouds. Wow. Luckily, as I walk closer to the creek here, the smell is dissipating. That doesn't even look like New York. Well, I mean, it is. It's industrial New York. Didn't this replace? No, it did not. I see. You're talking about that bridge over there. That's the Kosciuszko Bridge. I'll show it to you when we get to when we clear the fence here. Long Island City, Queens, right over there. That's where we're going to ultimately end up. That's where I'm going to hop on my train. Newtown Creek, everybody. And now we're on the bouncy bridge. But we can see the Kosciuszko Bridge right over here. There's the Kosciuszko Bridge. The beautiful two-spanned structure there. That's the Brooklyn Queens Expressway over there. Newtown Creek right here. This is Queens. This is Brooklyn. We look off in this direction. Long Island City, and then Manhattan is behind all this industrial here. I think if I walk further across here, we can see Manhattan. But what was really crazy about this bridge is how much it bounces. Let's see if I can show you how much this bridge bounces. This bridge bounces a lot. Oh yeah, look at it. Look how much this bridge bounces. Look at it. Can you see it moving? It's really fucking scary, but it's also kind of fun at the same time. Yeah. We want like a truck or something like that to come over. Yeah, you remember walking over this bridge the last time? It moves a lot. There we go. Yeah. Here's another one. Yeah. This thing really bounces. That's cool. So this is obviously a drawbridge. This whole thing could go up. And I have seen this thing open a few times. There was a period of my life where I was commuting from Bay Ridge to Astoria, Queens, and this was kind of like my shortcut to get to Astoria. And yeah, a couple of times in the early morning, I got hung up. Look at that. You can see World Trade Center down in that direction. A couple of cyclists coming over the bridge. And then if we look in this direction here, we can see got Empire State Building, One Vanderbilt, the new JP Morgan Chase building, Billionaires Row, all down in that direction there. What is that? Hello there, Romeo. Much more of Manhattan and other areas need exploring. Content creator has no ideas. Do I have no ideas, you're saying? Good to see you. Every bridge does have its charm. Milo, you like industrial New York? Me too. Like an amusement ride, yeah. Awesome view, right? Don't delete comments, guys. No need to delete comments. I thought I'm showing different areas of New York that the other live streamers don't really show, but okay, I guess I have no ideas. Probably new here, Julie. But no need to delete comments of people. No, don't delete comments. I like to answer my critics. You guys know that. That's true, Urban Adventure. That's true. All right, we're in Queens. We're officially in Queens now. And then does it bounce more than Manhattan Bridge? Probably not, Din Din. Manhattan Bridge moves up to like 8 feet or 2.7 meters, so. It's all good, Mr. Metalhead. No need to moderate. No need to moderate. I appreciate that, Dave. All right, look at the clouds, right? We are now into Queens in the neighborhood called Blissville. Love it when I explore different areas. Yeah, CBR, I think I showed different neighborhoods. I mean, that other people really don't show. I think I do. I mean, look at where we're at right now. I don't think anyone's really live streamed in this area. But it's cool. But yeah, moderators, don't moderate the room, please. Better than freaking Times Square? Yeah. We go to Times Square literally like once a month. Just to please the algorithm. All right, we're going to stay here on Metropolitan Avenue now. Greenpoint Avenue, once we come into Queens here, turns into Metropolitan Avenue. Now we're going to follow Metropolitan Avenue into Sunnyside. This area has literally never changed. This looks exactly the same as I remember it back in the day. Good to see you there, Aloha. Aloha, Fawn Marie, welcome. I appreciate that, Din Din. All right, we got this crazy little street here. This has literally not changed. And then we got this interesting cemetery over there. This New Calvary Cemetery, if I'm not mistaken. Review Avenue is the first street. Ooh, a little seaplane right up there. Coming in from either Boston or maybe the Hamptons. And this has literally never changed. All right, do I have the light? Do I have the light? No. This is a weird intersection. I remember this intersection the first time I ever rode a bike into here, and it's a little tricky. You got to really pay attention here. But as soon as you're up and over the creek, there's luckily no smell. It's an okay neighborhood. I mean, you're right next to an industrial neighborhood here. But I know when we go a few blocks further, again, it's gonna drastically change. You know, this is like an old, you know, I guess working class area. You know, this is like back in the day, the workers would literally walk to work. So this is what you got here. And then you have light industrial, like these auto body shops sprinkled in. Good to see you, Nicole. Welcome. Little deli. And here's a tire shop. HVAC, wholesale HVAC store. And then you get like some small little 3-story apartments here. Hello there, Jonathan. Welcome. Look at that one. Wow, that's like 19 teens right there. That's really cool. You don't see a lot of the original molding on the buildings anymore. Look at that. It has a lot of original features. You got the top, then you also have the little eave right there. Little wow, that is really cool. That is cool. You don't see that. You don't see these too often. Now see this little shorter one here, this is probably older. This might be like 1905, before 1910. This guy here at the end. It is, no, Robojacks. It's really cool seeing this little mixture of businesses here. But now, as you see, we got the traffic now. There's a cemetery 1 block over there. So this is why all the traffic is pretty much here on Metropolitan Avenue. Right, very authentic, right? I mean, this is the real New York. This is real New York. So a lot of auto body shops. I mean, there have always been auto repair shops in this little stretch here. Oh. Okay, we're good? Come on out. Oh, wait. All right, ready to go? Okay. Your dad grew up in Queens and your grandfather had plastic on the couches, Julie. You know, Julie, you could have bought a couch at the Blue Blood sale for like, there was a massive couch, like it was practically brand new, and they were selling the thing for like fucking like $150, something like that. You could easily go around on eBay and turn it around for like $400 or $500. Easily. Got to be careful here. So I'm gonna slide up behind this truck. Some of the deals they had in there, I mean, it's like if you were able to like cart that stuff away, you could make money. There was like literally just like money hanging out. And for the most part, it was screen used stuff. You're a shopaholic? Yeah, Julie. There was a woman in there, Julie. She was literally on the phone with her friend, and she's like, you gotta bring the truck over here. You gotta bring the truck. There's so much furniture here. You gotta get here before 2:30. That's cool. Cake, you grew up and still live in Queens. Awesome. So yeah, you know what? Urban Adventure, from what I heard, the you know, all like the recognizable stuff was bought up yesterday. Look at this little bar. It's so cool. So like a lot of like plaques and commendations and stuff like that were sold yesterday. What you had left, that's gotta, right? We gotta go. But you know, so all the stuff that was left was like, of like the other, you know, other actors and, you know, all the other characters in the show that aren't really recognizable. I could have bought Aaron Reagan's ex. I think I was her boyfriend or her husband. I could have bought his certificate, his law certificate. That was available. Let's see. Susan Barry says, "Is Joey Buttafuoco shop around? Is Joey Buttafuoco shop around here? Where would that be? You have a lot of family in the cemetery here in Calvary Cemetery. This is the new Calvary Cemetery, right? Yeah. Yeah, no, Strawberry. From what I hear, a lot of cast and crew got first dibs on a lot of stuff. And so there wasn't too much stuff really left. I mean, but if you needed like a picture frame or something like that, you know, you could find them for like $1 or $2. It was crazy. First Spice Mixing Company. Wow, that's an old school sign. First Spice Mixing. Do they mix spices here? Edgar, you like this area? It's all right. A little bit of traffic, but it's all right. Somebody literally just said fuck it, and they're driving against a double yellow. Okay, Calvary is the largest cemetery in the United States. Are you sure about that? I know Calvary is a big cemetery, but I don't know if it's the biggest in the country. This reminds me of how I used to ride my bike around here. I remember the first time I rode a bike through here. It was like, it was super sketchy. Here it is. Calvary. First section Calvary here. First Calvary. That's cool. Yeah, it looks big. On the map, it looks huge. Brooklyn has the most good Italian food. Yeah. We got great food from all countries, not just Italy. Ooh, they got a Dunkin' Donuts right here. We're about to cross over the Long Island Expressway. Nice to see that there's a bike lane here. So if I'm coming in from North Brooklyn, let's see, with 3 million internments, it's the biggest in the US. Thank you so much, Leonard. Well, we have confirmation that the Calvary Cemetery we're walking past is the largest cemetery in the United States. Wow, 3 million. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Expressway to your heart, yes. So now I gotta be careful, because when these guys get the turning light to go onto the highway, I get the crosswalk. So I gotta be really careful. Oh, there you go, First Spice Mixing Company. In business since 1940. Wow. Look at this lonely ass street. Damn. That's a lonely street. You can see Empire State Building. Manhattan is way over there. This is all Long Island City. But yeah, 3 million burials. So many lives, so many stories. Oh yeah. All right, this is probably the most dangerous part of the whole walk right now. This is a really dangerous corner here. I gotta really watch out when I cross here. Great to see a Life Beat 7. Welcome. Should we follow the dog? All right, good. We got to cross the most dangerous part of the whole live stream there. LIE, Long Island Expressway, right here. That view. Wow. Now watch when we go into, I think now officially when we cross the highway, we're in Sunnyside. And now watch how quickly the neighborhood changes once we get into Sunnyside, Queens. I just can't get over the contrasts, and it's not really like long distances. In a very short amount of space, a short amount of distance, you have just vastly different scenery here. There are some beautiful headstones in Calvary, yeah. You're working on your family's genealogy, so that's why you knew about Calvary. Wow. Well, Cake 813, that's really cool. Wow, Tony Bennett is buried at New Calvary? Holy cow. Wow. See, guys, learning something new every day. I kind of want to go see Tony Bennett's grave. I know that it's very scenic inside New Calvary Cemetery. I mean, they've used it in Sopranos and in, what's the name of that movie? I know The Godfather filmed in there. But of course, Blue Bloods and Law and Order have used Calvary Cemetery, because you get these crazy vistas looking into across Manhattan. Look at this church here, St. Raphael Church. Look at that. And it is drizzling right now. Ever so slightly. This one little cloud above me is drizzling. It is a beautiful little church. Wow. St. Raphael's. Hunters Point Avenue. We're crossing over now. Oh wow, look at this. This is cool. This is St. Andrew Kim Taegon. And it is raining officially right now, but it's very light, so I'm not too worried about it. St. Andrew Kim Taegon was born August 21st, 1821, and passed away on September 18th, 1846. St. Andrew Kim Taegon was the first Catholic priest in Korea. At the age of 25, just a year after his ordination into the priesthood, he was martyred, witnessing his faith in God. Father Andrew Kim was canonized along with 102 other Korean companion martyrs in 1984 by Pope John Paul II. Wow, that's pretty cool. Oh, there we go, Leonard. Thank you so much for the coordinates there. Leonard, I think you know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to plan out a little exploration of the New Calvary Cemetery. I think it's just really fascinating. It's really, really fascinating. Cake 813 has other family members in the Evergreen Cemetery, including a great grand uncle who fought for the Union in the Civil War. Wow. That's pretty cool there, Cake 813. Right, really cool, interesting info there. But look how quickly the housing stock is changing. Is Rego Park close to that bridge I walked? No, Rego Park is pretty far away from here. Rego Park's like maybe 6-8 miles from here. Rego Park is kind of like in the middle of Queens. It's closer to like JFK Airport from this perspective here. Rego Park is pretty far away from here. A lot of knowledge, yes indeed, Owl. We're still on Metropolitan Avenue, and we're gonna walk now towards Queens Boulevard, and then that's where we're gonna hang the left onto Queens Boulevard. See how quickly the neighborhood just changes? Now, we're once again in a very industrial, in a very residential area. Ooh, look at that. That house right there, the bones of that house are very old. That house might be, wow. Look at the woodwork on this house. We gotta take a look at this. Look at the wood. They don't make them like this anymore. I could honestly say that this house probably, if not 1905, maybe, or maybe this was an addition. But yeah, the green one. Look at the woodwork. That is incredible. That's incredible. Wow. A little weird signal over here, but we'll keep it moving. No, that house is definitely very old. Hold on, I don't know why the gimbal doesn't want to level out today, but we're working with it today. We're working with it. Yeah, Survivor. Because you got all these, like another really old one. It's right over there. That's another really old one. Obviously here in the corner, these are modern, but that guy right over there, that's a really old one too. So now we got that Queens style street. I remember when how much you think it's worth? Probably maybe $1 million, maybe $2 million, maybe 900,000. I really don't know. But if it's in good condition, if the bones are good, then you know, it's worth a little bit of pocket change. Oh, we're not on Metropolitan now. We're still on Greenpoint Avenue. Whoops. We're on Greenpoint Avenue. That just turned into Metropolitan Avenue. I guess I was wrong. This is Greenpoint. We're still on Greenpoint Avenue. I thought it changed names when you came into Queens, but nope. I remember when I first rode this as a kid on a bike, and it was just so exciting riding a bike into here. But now we're in Sunnyside. Now we are in Sunnyside proper. Good to see you, Dazzlepants. You hate the Queens street layout? It's kind of confusing. You know what it is, Neil? It's a product of its own design, because you got to understand that areas of Queens were developed in different times. So that's what you're contending with. Different developments built in different eras and different times. Some street grids are larger than others. And then, of course, how they're orientated. And let's not even begin to talk about the topography of Queens. Well, good to see you, Dazzlepants. Welcome. Thanks for hitting the like button there, RJ. Appreciate it. Let's get to 250 likes. It'll be fantastic. What is this truck doing here? Is he got to back up? Or is he trying to make a U-turn? I think he's trying to make a U-turn. We're trying to go that little dead-end street. There's a school right over here. Queens is a melting pot of the world. Yes, indeed. You know, it's fun. Like this neighborhood really hasn't changed a bit, so still looks pretty similar. This literally hasn't changed since I was a kid. I remember the first time riding my bike into this neighborhood. I was like so excited. Now, if we go straight down this street here, Greenpoint Avenue will turn into Roosevelt Avenue. And then you could take Roosevelt Avenue all the way down to Flushing Meadows Corona Park. But we're not going to do that. We're going to hang the left on Queens Boulevard and head down to Long Island City. Derek, thank you so much for smashing that like button. Much appreciated. 40th Street. We are crossing over now. This literally hasn't changed. It's a beautiful day, Moon Toads. It is a beautiful day here in New York. Literally probably some of the best weather we have had all year. And I'm happy that it's going to get warm again, because me and the Duchess need some beach time. We need to go out to Fort Tilden. But it's a lovely area, yeah. Beautiful. Now it's like as you see, now it's like a neighborhood you would associate with, you know, for Queens, you know, like this is what Queens is like. Very clean pavements, yeah. Overall, New York is a very clean city. So, you know, to see sidewalks this well maintained, it's definitely not out of the ordinary. Coming up to 48th Avenue. Good to see you, Tim. Tim, I already answered your question on the few live streams ago. All right, 48th Avenue and 41st Street. We're going to stay on Greenpoint Avenue until we get to, look at that view of Empire State Building. Wow, really cool. You drove a yellow cab out of Vernon Boulevard? Nice. Just iconic, just so cool. This neighborhood has a lot of great little shops. I want to see there. I think on the next block there's a really good Colombian restaurant. Candy store. Oh, really? There you go, RJ. Awesome. Let me see if this Colombian restaurant's up here. Me and my wife used to have our our tax guy out here. He was not too far from here, and we would go to the Colombian restaurant after we took care of our taxes. Oh yeah, it's still here. It's still here. This, I highly recommend this Colombian restaurant here. This is some good eating. Not this place here with all the, well actually it's all the same, right? Yeah, this is all the same here. This is a good spot here. La Polera de Mario. Some good stuff here. It's a really good spot. Really, really good spot. But you excited to be in New York tomorrow, Azan? Have a great time out here in New York. We made it to the top of the hill, 42nd Street. We are crossing over now. And now this shall take us gently down towards Queens Boulevard. Happy to see that Colombian restaurant still there. What? I wonder if some studios in that area would be. Oh well, okay. No, Tim. No, they have skirt steak, Tim. They have skirt steak. Good to see you there, Michelle. Welcome. Welcome to Queens. We're in Sunnyside. Making our way along Greenpoint Avenue. 43rd Street. Ooh, it's a nice mural. Look at this mural. Whoa. Oh, wow. This is in honor of Rose, 1944 to 2022. Rest in peace. Wow, this is cool. This is in honor of Rose. Gorgeous mural. Good to see you there, Dave, in Bangor, Maine. Donna Knight was born and raised in Woodside. Awesome. Hope I'm bringing back some memories for you, Donna. We're on Greenpoint Avenue, about to cross over 43rd Street. Yeah, Torkel, we're not going to talk about rental prices. I'm not really sure about how much the rental prices are here in this area. Yeah, the Sunnyside mural is not that far from here, but I honestly don't know where it is from where we're at right now. Yeah, exactly. Guys, if you want to learn about the housing prices in this area, please look it up on Google. Nebul, bienvenue, welcome. We're walking Sunnyside, Queens right now. Yeah, please check Zillow or Street Izzy if you want to understand the prices in this area. Little burrito place here. All right, what are we at here? We're at 44th Street. I love this how like these streets like intersect here. It's so crazy. There's a Lenny's Pizza here. 47th Avenue. That's right, Neil. I'm a licensed New York City tour guide, not a realtor. I do not have my real estate license. And let this stream, can we please not have this stream turn into a gajillion questions game? If people are asking me questions that are not relative to what we're looking at, I'm just going to ignore it. Just a heads up on that. There you go, Lisa. That pizza smells good. John Laura, good to see you. Welcome. Here's the Assembly Hall of the Jehovah's Witness. Oh, another cool mural. Ooh, Colombian bakery. Yo. Oh, I got the La Botanica. Little Botanica right over there. Wow. I would not be a good realtor. No, I don't have my license. This is cool. I love this. We got a lot of like Colombians around here, Ecuadorians. It's a great neighborhood. Hey, Simple Mobile. These are the people. This is where I get my my second connection is through Simple Mobile. All right, I think we're coming up to Queens Boulevard. At least in a block or two here. Wow, a place with DVDs. Wow, yeah, no, oh my God, no, Colombian bakery, it's like I want to go in there and buy stuff. This is not good. I'm gonna come home with cookies and stuff. Wow, two Peruvian places. And then this is 46th Street. I think this is where we had that jazz concert a few months back. We had the jazz concert here. Who remembers that? That was right here. We might as well go up this little street right here and make our way onto Queens Boulevard. Yeah, Michael, if you haven't eaten, talk about pizza and bakeries. Yeah, I'll make anybody hungry. Hey, remember that? It was right here. Yeah, with the dancing ladies. Yeah, that was right here. I didn't realize we were going to be over here. Loving these corner buildings, right, Julie? So cool. Oh, wow, I loved it. Look at this. It's a hand-painted fabric. 2 hand-painted signs here. You don't see this very often. Look at these hand-painted signs here. Pets Unlimited. 50-year anniversary. That is a hand-painted sign and a hand-painted fabric sign. You really don't see this much too often anymore. And it's like an old school just pet shop. That's really neat. And then here's Queens Boulevard. This is where the number 7 train is. Now, if we go in this direction here, the 7 train will turn. It turns right over there onto Roosevelt Avenue. We're not going to go in that direction today. We're going to go in this direction here. And we're going to head over to Long Island City now. And along this street here too, you get a lot of great little restaurants. I'm in Queens, yes indeed. We're in Queens today. Quack, quack, quack. Now, is this the crazy Wendy's that has like a very important landmark in front of it? Let's see. I think we saw this last time we came out here. One of these fast food places has like an important like landmarker. It's crazy that when they built this, there was like nothing here. So when they built this train trestle here, is this it, Neil? Right? You remember, Neil? I think I see it right in front of me here. Let's see here. Yep, this goes straight into the Queensboro Bridge. Yeah, here it is, the site of Sunnyside Garden Arena, 1945 to 1977. This monument is an honor and dedicated to those who fought in the amateur and professional bouts sponsored by the Veterans Boxers Association of New York, Ring 8 Incorporated. There it is. Hey guys. And Benjamin 42779 with a $2 super chat. Benjamin, thank you so much for the very generous $2 super chat. Thanks so much for joining today's $2 club. Much appreciated. With a big $2 super chat. Thanks for sponsoring our live stream today. Much appreciated. It's a 7 train up there. As we pass 44th Streets. Guess we're going back down in numbers. There's a bar around here that's really good too, and I think this is it right here. It's a little, oh, I smell the White Castle. I smell the White Castle already. Here's Mad for Chicken. No, it's next door. I think there's a little bar over here. Oh, we might have already passed, I think we already passed it actually. Old school Irish bar. Look, Himalayan Grill. Wow. And the Seoul Korean bar and restaurant, Bistro. Pretty cool. But look at this. Here's the White Castle. Here's good old White Castle. Get 10 cheese sliders for just $8.99. Dang. If I didn't live so far, I'll be bringing home some White Castle. Here is that 7 train right there. Look at that beautiful view right there. So cool. When was the last time you saw a proper White Castle here? Good afternoon. How many steps is the goal today? Probably 12,000. Probably 12,000. You need Weight Watchers over here, Mark? Yeah. 10 cheese sliders. Yeah, you're on the toilet for like 45 minutes. You're in the bathroom for 45 minutes. You remember the movie Prince in New York, this place? There you go. Yeah. I had White Castle a few months back. The most you can eat is 6? Okay. You know, me and the Duchess have been to this Dunkin' Donuts in the past. All of New York City is a movie set, absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. All right, 40 deuce. Yeah, me and the Duchess had coffee here once. I forgot what we were doing around here. That we ended up over here. I completely forgot. Yeah, there's a White Castle on Coney Island. I know about that. That's where I had my White Castle last. I had my White Castle like a couple of months back. Yeah, White Castle at least once a week. Oh my God. Great value. Cheese slider at night. Horrible, yes. I used to love getting drunk and riding my bike over to the White Castle. on 4th Avenue and was at 29th Street or whatever. And here's 41st Street. Oh, you know, I think here, right. You know what? Because we had that event right here. This is the old school bar. Old school Irish bar is right here. Does White Castle and Coney Island taste authentic? It's fast food, so it always tastes the same. There it is. It's a great little bar here. That's a great little bar. Yeah, there you go. 27th Street, next door to the 27th precinct. Oh, sorry, the 72nd precinct. Yes, indeed. Ah, there you go. Oh, I know why we came out here. There's like a cool ice cream place here. I think it's on the next block. There's like a cool Instagrammable ice cream place right here. Let's see. Yeah, it's like right here. It's like right here. Another Spanish and American bakery. Ah, awesome, be nice. Yeah, here it is. This is the place that has the really cool cookies. Look at this. These are donuts here. Can you imagine? Oh man. I'll take that one, please. I'll take that one with the marshmallow. This is so bad, but yet, ooh, look at that. Oh my God. Yeah, I think we came out to this place here. And unfortunately, the puppy shop next door is closed. I was going to show you cool donuts and puppies, but the puppies are gone. I know, we're making you hungry, right? So delicious indeed. Your sugar just went up looking at that window. Me too. Me too, Julie. More than welcome, Colleen. I know, I'm killing you guys today. Look at this old school diner, Pete's Diner and Grill, right here. Old school diner. Celebrating Ecuadorian independence, it looks like. No, Krispy Kreme is not the best. The best donuts ever that I've ever had that destroy Krispy Kreme are, of course, Donut Plant donuts. If you could ever go to the Donut Plant here in New York City, that is the best donut by far. CM, good to see you. Welcome. We're on 39th Street, walking along Queens Boulevard. We're going kind of west towards Long Island City right now. Great tour, right, Mark? It's been really interesting. It's fun seeing the different diversity of landscapes in just this short area. I mean, a really short area. Went from Greenpoint into Sunnyside, and now we're going to go into Long Island City. Oh yeah, the black and white donut. Fantastic. All right. Here's a McDonald's. Pretty nice. But now we got a hotel here. Krispy Kremes are too greasy. You're a Dunkin' Donuts girl? Me too, KK13. Me and the Duchess are Dunkin' Donuts people. Absolutely. Here's a La Quinta Hotel. I'm pretty sure this is a migrant shelter. Brian, yeah, this area is nice. You're more than welcome there, Coasty. Good to see you. Wonder Pig Korean barbecue. That sounds, just by the name, I like it. Wonder Pig. Wonder Kid BBQ. You know it's good barbecue when they call it Wonder Pig. Yes, indeed, Nebul. Hope you're feeling better, Michelle. Hope you're feeling better. All right. Big gas station here. You don't see these too often in Manhattan. Gotta kind of navigate around all this. The difference in landscapes is so cool. I mean, look at that Long Island City skyline right over there. That's something I didn't get to see when I was a kid. When I was first riding my bike out here from Brooklyn, there was no skyline, just that one Citicorp bank building, and that was it. Now it's a whole skyline. Yeah, a lot more car friendly there, Rush Fan. Absolutely. It is Queens after all. But wait until we get into Queensboro Plaza. That's where all the traffic is. That's where all the traffic and the humans are. Queens Boulevard. See you later, Julie. Have a great afternoon. Thank you so much for hanging on out with us. Yep, Queens Boulevard, formerly known as the Boulevard of Death. I think McGinnis Boulevard is now the Boulevard of Death. Queens Boulevard has been traffic calmed with separated bike lanes and whatnot, and I think we're going back into industrial area. Uh-oh. Ooh, road rage. Road rage. Uh-oh. Let's see what's going to happen here. Bloody hell. I think he just forced him to go through a red light. Yeah. It is kind of weird seeing people wearing sweaters today. This is my perfect weather. I love this kind of weather here. It's nice. I love it. But yeah, I think we're going back into an industrial kind of warehouse area. We have another little, or what used to be a diner, coming up. 33rd Street. We are walking towards now. Wow, 108 degrees in Texas. Michelle, I hope you're in the air conditioning. That is really hot. Oh yeah, I remember this little place. Here's a little diner here. Little diner that was here for years. I remember this place. Obviously, it's all boarded up and closed. We'll be watching the Queens Red Light District. No, that's on Roosevelt Avenue. We're walking away from that area, actually. We're walking away from that area. Good, you're in, Michelle, you're in the air conditioning? Good. Good. All right, so now this is where Queens Boulevard makes a little turn here. You get a lot of big warehouse factory buildings in this area. Also, LaGuardia Community College occupies a lot of these buildings around here. And fun fact, when me and the Duchess first got together, we spent a couple of weekends and whatnot in hotels to get to know each other, if you will. And we stayed at that hotel right there. We stayed at that hotel, and the elevator was terrifying in that building. The elevator was really scary because you could hear like a loose cable inside of it. It was really unnerving. LaGuardia Community College. We actually stayed in a room on this side right here. So I remember looking down and seeing the 7-Eleven and shit like that. Yeah, it was really funny though. We would go up in the elevator and you hear like this cable like drag against the door. And we were always a little nervous. Are we gonna get stuck? Are we gonna get stuck inside the elevator? Then we stayed in another hotel further down called the Pillow Factory. That was a great hotel. But yeah. Yeah, those adults table. Yes, exactly there, Brian. Exactly. So I think this street now is called, it's not Meeker, it's called something else. But we're gonna follow Queens Boulevard, which is over there. Yeah, it's a great hotel called the Pillow Factory. It was really nice. They actually didn't have our room ready, so they upgraded our room. So we had this really weird and big freaking hotel room for a weekend. It was so much fun. And the prices were very reasonable. All right, impatiently waiting for the lights. Turning light. You remember the laser tag place? There was a laser tag place around here? I didn't know that. Bloody hell. Wow, why are they driving so ridiculous around here? I guess this is not called a Holiday Inn anymore. They covered up the sign. This was a Holiday Inn when me and the Duchess stayed here. Okay, now we're going to make our way up and over the Sunnyside rail yard. We're still on Queens Boulevard. Queens Boulevard did a little slight turn to the right. And now we're going to go up and over. Train. That's true. Yeah, Michael. Yeah, we got stuck in the elevator. Would have been a great opportunity to get a little bit close to each other. By the time we stayed at this hotel, we were already very close to each other. But, you know, anything to help us get closer is always encouraged. Bloody hell, look at these potholes. Holy shit. Now look at this skyline here, the new skyline of Long Island City here. This is the Sunnyside rail yard. They do plan on decking this over, just like the rail yard in downtown Brooklyn, the Lafayette or Atlantic rail yard, and also the Hudson rail yard over in Manhattan. They do want to deck over the Sunnyside rail yard and make this into, again, more neighborhood. Because as you see, these buildings over here, these are all with not even 5, 10 years old. Let's just say 5, 6 years old. That's right. You don't get that kind of commentary from the other guy. No. As Dutch Maz relives his memories here in Long Island City, Queens. Look at this. All this construction here. By the way, the pillow factory, we can see the pillow factory from here. It's right down over there next to this big building. It's right over there, the pillow factory. Silver Cup is straight down the road from here. So if we go straight down this way here, down to the waterfront, that's where Silver Cup Studios is. Maybe about a mile or so from here. It's not far. Yes, true. Yes. Yes. Very true, Strawberry. Very true. Got a mermaid. It's a cool little mural down here. Now, if you see people cycling on this area here, this is considered a bike lane. This is why we're all walking all the way over here. This has always been a very wide sidewalk here. And yeah, people have been cycling this for decades, including myself. Now, I do have a really great memory where these buildings stand today. So in 2003, there was a pretty big critical mass ride, and critical mass is a big bike ride with no leaders, but there was a big critical mass ride for Halloween 2003, and where these buildings stand today, there was a factory building, and the factory building was completely emptied out, and artists took over the factory building. And at the end of the critical mass ride, and there was like no joke, there was like I think over 1,000 of us on bikes. We went over the Queensboro Bridge, the top level, and the police wanted to organize the traffic situation here in Queensboro Plaza. So what they did was they had us literally stop in the middle of the Queensboro Bridge, full moon out, helicopters circling around us, and we literally partied on the bridge for like 45 minutes until the cops cleared out the roadway situation for us to come here and then eventually into this area right over here. And there were so many of us, the warehouse got turned into like this big party that got shut down by the fire department, but the fire department, they had a compromise. We could still party in the parking lot of the factory building. So that's what we did. We partied all night in the parking lot where this building used to be. And it was right here where this big ass glass building is today. So that's why it blows my mind. There's a little factory building right here. Little 8-story factory building. But we partied in the parking lot until like 3 in the morning. Nobody got arrested. Everybody had a good time. There was a bodega like a block or two down this way. And I kept on going over there to get 40s and stuff, and I was, and then lucky for me, I could just hop on the R train right here, which I did at the end of the night. I hopped on the R train right here at Queens Plaza and took the train home with my bike. I was not going to ride my bike drunk all the way back to Bay Ridge, so I took the train from right here. This is Jackson Avenue right here, and this looks vastly different to when I remember Jackson Avenue. This looks completely different compared to what it was like in the 90s. None of this was here. This was all factory buildings, and there you go. Oh, did you find some Did you really find some pictures from the Halloween Critical Mass ride? For real? You might see me in one of those pictures. Holy shit, Strawberry. I can't believe you found that. Are there any pictures of us on the Queensboro Bridge having a party? Or here at the warehouse? Are there pictures from that here? That'd be so cool. But all of this, all these buildings you see here were not here back then in 2003. That's now, I can't believe that's 11 years ago. Sorry, 21 years ago. Holy crap. Where has time gone? 21 years ago. Holy shit. Look at this. A whole corridor of buildings that when I was a kid, I don't remember at all. Oh, wow. He has a decade of Halloween ride photos. Okay. That was the thing. Strawberry, that was like the thing. The biggest critical mass ride every year was the Halloween ride. Yeah, it feels like 11 years ago, right? The N train and the number 7 train right there. Oh, okay, Neil. Jackson Avenue used to have the last stop for the B61 here. Awesome. There was a cool dive bar at the end of the line. Looked nothing. I know, right? Look, nothing like this. He's got a. Why is he? If you're on a motorcycle, I don't recommend going right up behind somebody else. Bloody hell. The driving out here is just like on another level. The driving out here is really on another level. I timed this out perfect. I said, let me give you guys 2 hours today. And you guys got 2 hours. Okay, let me hop over on this side here where I know there's benches and stuff. "25 seconds on the clock. 20 seconds on the clock. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Ah, we made it. Made it with a couple of seconds to spare. Good to see you, Lee. Good afternoon. On this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. A little fun exploration today. That is for sure. And it went by so quick. It does not feel like we did 2 hours, but we did. Where's my Dunkin' Donuts? There's my Dunkin' Donuts. I want a coffee. Oh my God, he had a social cycling t-shirt on, that guy. Wow. Social cycling NYC every Thursday night. they have a group ride that leaves out of, what's it called there? Columbus Circle. Check out Social Cycling New York City over on Facebook. That's their main page. And they're always organizing rides and whatnot. All right. We have made it, ladies and gentlemen. I know, right, Strawberry? This area has changed tremendously, and that is an understatement. This area has changed quite a bit in the last decade. To be honest, it's unrecognizable how much this area has changed. But I hope that you guys enjoyed it. We're going to end it right here at Crescent Street and Queens Plaza North. This is the pedestrian and cycling entrance for the Queensboro Bridge. Right here. Wow, look at all this new construction right here. I'm glad you enjoyed the tour, everybody. If you enjoyed this live stream, make sure you hit the notification. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on the bell there. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on the video. It helps me out tremendously. It'll help more people find the broadcast in the future. And if you liked what you saw today, make sure to subscribe to the Dutch Moz Family Networks here on YouTube and on Instagram. All same name at Dutch Moz. And make sure you hit the notification bell, because I never know when I'm going to go live next. And we'll be at this again tomorrow. Don't know what I'm going to do, but we'll be back at it. We will be back at it again. But from the entrance to the Ed Koch Queensboro Bridge at 59th Street here in Long Island City, Queens, this is Dutch Moz signing off. Have a fabulous Queens Day, whether you can afford to live here or not. Hug your loved ones, share show's sweet moments. And good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Mrs. Calabash. Wherever you are. I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.